And now I want to continue the introduction with a little bit more about what is actually in Blackboard. So another important document in Blackboard is the weekly schedule. So that is something that you can get in the course introduction as well. I'm just going to click on that course introduction tab and then open up the weekly assignments. So this is going to tell you what or not and what to do. There's a quiz due every week. There's some homework that's optional sometimes, and then sometimes there's the discussion threads or blog postings that are homework as well. And remember, those discussion threads and blogs do have due dates. The quizzes do not. The other thing that you can find is when you go into each week, you will again see details about that particular week. There's going to be a task for each week. So you'll see this task for week 1 is to read the course syllabus, listen to these videos. We do not have a webinar, but there is a requirement for a discussion thread. And whenever there's a requirement for a discussion thread, you'll see that here in the in the link. So here's the link to the discussion thread. So if you just click on that, it will bring you right into the discussion thread. And here you're supposed to be doing an introduction for yourself and talking a little bit about yourself. So that's week 1. If we go into week 2, you can see again, we've got the tasks for the week. Again, there's a recorded lecture that you can find under the lecture content. So you want to make sure to listen to that lecture content. If there are slides, we'll post a PDF of those slides in that folder as well. Week 2 also has a blog with a specific due date. So instead of a discussion thread, it's a blog. The instructions are there. And week 2 is when the quizzes start as well. When you are ready to find the live session that you want to attend for that week, what you can do is come over to Course Tools and go into Blackboard Collaborate. And if you look at scheduled sessions, you can change the date. I'm just going to change the date to the end of the semester for the end date. And you can see the links for all of the sessions up through the midterm that are Monday through Wednesday. So when you're ready to join the live webinar, you just come into Blackboard and you can click on the link for the session that you want to join, and that will bring you right to the link 15 minutes before it starts. And those are Monday and Wednesday again every week, starting with week 2, and they begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they generally last about an hour. And then if there is a for the week, which there will be every week except for this week, you can find that in the quiz folder. Sometimes there's some pre-work that we recommend you start before the quiz, and you can start that quiz whenever you would like. Again, there's no due date. try to do it before the answers are posted. And you can complete it again after the answers are posted if you'd like to bring your grade up, because remember those quizzes do amount to 10% of your total grade. I'm going to go into a week that has a little bit more information in it as well, some other types of activities. So we'll go into week 3, measures of disease frequencies. So again, we've got lecture content and a quiz. This is one of the weeks where there is optional homework that you don't actually have to turn in. And here there are some supplemental exercises for calculations. You want to make sure to print the supplemental exercises, and then there'll either be an answer key or a YouTube video in this case that actually walks you through how to do those exercises. So you want to try to do them yourself and then walk through the answers and follow them on the YouTube video as well. That is really pretty much how all of the weeks will work. So in summary, you're going to find a task list, what the required reading is, the link to the recorded lecture with slides, some optional homework perhaps, and then sometimes there's some required homework as well if it's a discussion thread or a blog that you have to do, and then the quiz. That really should be all the information that you need to successfully get through this course. It's a lot of work. We recommend that you really try to stay on top of it and not get very far behind, and definitely save plenty of time for that midterm exam. Again, we'll give that to you way ahead of time so that you've got plenty of time to work on it. One other discussion thread that you might want to know about is just the general course Q&A one as well, and you can find the link to that on the left hand side here at the bottom. If there are general questions about the course, you can post them here in the course Q&A thread by just clicking on the course Q&A. That will bring you here where you can create your own thread with your questions. Hopefully some other student may have the answer as well. We'll chime in when necessary too, but if there are general questions about the course or what's going on that week, please post them there. And you'll also find any sorts of changes or announcements to remind you about upcoming due dates in the announcement section.